Welcome inside Knicks in 6. I'm Rebecca Haarlow alongside Bill Pidto. There are 11 games left in the season. The East is hot and it is heating up, and the playoff race is awesome. The Knicks are fresh off the West Coast trip, and guess who was there? My man, Bill Pidto.
All right, I made it. I made it there. I made it to Sacramento. I made it to LA. I made it to Portland. I made it back. You know, you've traveled a lot. What a great experience to be with everybody. It's choreographed so well. The hotels are unbelievable. The staff's unbelievable. The food is unbelievable, as the scale has told me since I've gotten back. So it was, it's an amazing experience. You know, you're on the charter, you're on the team bus, you go right to the arena, and you get treated like a king. So what a great experience. I also want to bring up that you're not allowed to mention Princeton basketball during this next trip, okay? Because our group chat electric with the fact that the Tigers won their first game, a 15 seed over a number 2 seed. But congrats to you and your old school for sure.
Let's go, Princeton Tigers. I am so proud of that game and how hard they played. Tibbs would love that they won it with their defense, so that makes me happy. Mitch Henderson's a fantastic coach, and let's go. If Princeton is the Cinderella story, I'm going to be pumped this March Madness, but I digress. Lots of cool things going on with the Knicks, Bill. I mean, 11 games left, and they're in a good spot.
Great road trip. They won the last 2 after losing the first 2. And those wins are important because the winning streak had been 9, and then it was a 3-game losing streak. So the 2 road wins stabilized things, even without Jalen Brunson, who re-injured the foot against Sacramento, missed the second half of that game, and then the next games against the Clippers, Lakers, and Blazers. Hopefully he's back soon. But we talk a lot about the bench. It was fantastic. Josh Hart, we know, has been great. Isaiah Hartenstein is getting rebounds. Doesn't have to score to make a contribution. Great minutes from Deuce McBride against Portland, career high 18 points. Also, Rebecca, to me, Immanuel Quickley, without Brunson, when he has started 15 games as a starter, he's averaging 19.6 a game.
Yeah.
His play in the third quarter against Portland was the key in the Knicks being able to come back. So they had a team effort. I know it's cliche, but the team is clicking, getting help from everybody. And hey, things look great right now.
Immanuel Quickley has been amazing, and I'm just so happy for him to get this opportunity to really get to show what he can do, and that he can demonstrate that he has the ability to run an NBA team at an elite level. And to me, I think one thing that's exciting as well is also the confidence that goes in with the games that he's getting right now. I was talking to him about that ridiculous overtime win in Boston and his career high points and the rest of it. And he said it was a really great experience for him. One, because outside of MSG, he says TD Garden is his favorite place to play. So that's cool. But he said to play in that kind of environment where there's that much pressure and the fans are on him and all over the place and cheering for Boston, he said he really loved that experience of it. And I think that really bodes well for what we're going to get from Immanuel Quickley in a playoff scenario when the pressure's on. And the other thing that he said to me that I thought was really interesting is that he said he always felt like he had that game in him, but now that he got to see it in actuality, he said it breeds confidence, that he was able to go from mind to actually physically making it happen on the floor. And again, I think from a confidence perspective, that is so big for this team. And also Deuce McBride too.
Deuce McBride, yeah, when we watched highlights of him in the G League, he was really good shooting the 3. That hasn't really been the case on the NBA level until recently. But on that road trip, and specifically against Portland, if he's going to be hitting that 3-point shot, the dynamic he always provides with his defense, if he can add that scoring to his game, wow, do they have another impressive piece off the bench. And you mentioned Quickley, he had the great games you're talking about against Boston, kind of fell off the next couple of games. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing about Quickley, and also RJ Barrett. RJ went through a little bit of a struggle, Rebecca, but he was excellent on that road trip. Averaged 22 a game over the 4-game road trip and was much more efficient. And you have Randall, who had kind of the off game against the Clippers. He bounced back. So, you know, the one thing about this group to me, Rebecca, is they're incredibly resilient. and they've had this great stretch here. Since they've gotten Hart, they've gone 11-3, and with 11 games left, you know, I think it would be just phenomenal if they play Cleveland in the first round and beat Donovan Mitchell. That would be just fantastic.
Yes, I am all for all of that. You know, another piece of this that I think is really great for the Knicks potentially is obviously you never want to see a player get injured. Of course, we all want to see Jalen Brunson back as soon as possible. At the same time, he's now had a solid week off. And at this point of the season, when guys are so banged up, and they're playing as hard as they do, and especially as hard as Jalen Brunson does, taking charges and giving up his body night in and night out, for him to get such a nice little chunk of rest, even if it's forced because you know he wants to play, I think for him to be able to hit that reset button heading into the playoffs is kind of a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, and you know, maybe he's back Saturday. Denver comes to town pregame. We'll be on a 12:30 game at 1. Denver has lost 4 out of 5, so maybe there's an opportunity to keep this rolling. You have had a tremendous and well-behaved co-star during this Knicks in 6.
No, I actually do. Do you want to say hello, mister?
Because he has definitely been in the shot a little bit, and he is so well-behaved and so adorable. Hey, Lockie, what's up?
This is Lock, man.
What's up?
He's going to play lockdown defense one day. And he is a big-time Knicks fan. He's a Pidto fan, too. He watches pregame. He watches postgame. Yeah, he loves getting involved. It's cute. Whenever he sees all of us on TV, he goes running across the living room and stares up at the big TV and points at it because he is now starting to recognize all of our voices, which is pretty awesome. I am super pro him being a Knicks fan, obviously.
He is adorable. Great to see you, and we'll see you on Saturday, okay?
All right, let's go Knicks. Bye.
Thanks for watching Knicks in 6. We'll see you soon, everybody.